My husband is on TV, and I cannot wait to review the rest of this season because it looks pretty good. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a review of the season premiere of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, now you guys already know the episode came on last night, but we were doing the panel at the moment. I didn't even know it was coming on last night, so bear with me for this late review. And I'm also late doing this because I'm just not in a good place right now. It's just not a good, the last few, what time is it now? Like 10 o'clock? The last 8 hours have not been the best. I'm just all over the place with my emotions right now. Feelings are hurt, but whatever. What else is new? So if my energy is a little low right now, this is why. So just bear with me. I'm gonna try to give y'all the best the best review that I can. Okay, so let's get into it. Trina is getting prepared for her 21st anniversary of her debut album, The Baddest Bitch. And she got, Bobby, she got Joy, she got them there with her. And, she's been going through a lot, for the past 2 years. Her mama died, the pandemic happened, she couldn't work, couldn't get no shows, couldn't do none of that. So now she's ready. And she talks about her boyfriend Raymond and how he's been there with her every step of the way. And that's the main thing that's been making her happy. So she's just getting ready to fly out to Atlanta because they're coming out of a pandemic in Miami. So that's why Atlanta was the best place to go, because Atlanta has been wide open throughout the entire pandemic. So, she's going to perform there and do whatever she can, to just celebrate 21 years of being in the game as a solo artist. So we're now introduced to Nori, N-R-E. He was a part of the group Capone and Noreaga. I know that Nori went solo, and I forgot the name of that song, but I know exactly what it is. It's in my head. I forgot the name, but he had a big ass hit record in 2000, and I think it was 2002, 2003. They used to play that shit on the radio all the time. And I do know that he was a part of Capone and Noreaga, and my favorite song by Capone and Nori was Bang Bang. And that song had Foxy Brown on it. That's the song that she washed Lil Kim on, okay? Like, she straight up just drug her ass for filth on that song, and that was a legendary song to me. He has a podcast out. I know just a couple of weeks ago they interviewed Lil Mo on that podcast. So yeah, that's pretty much just to him. He got a wife named Neri. She has, I think they got like 2 or 3 kids together, and she's now trying to do her own business, because as of right now she's pretty much like, not only she's Nori's wife, but she's like his secretary, his driver. She makes sure that he gets to everywhere he needs to be, and she's just tired of just being that same old, doing that same old shit. She wants to be able to do her own thing, which is fair. She's been with Nori for like 15 years, and now she wants to go out and do her own shit. Sukihana performs. I don't know not one Sukihana song, but for the last year she's been out there doing interviews. She was in a Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion video for WAP. She's been all over the place for a while, but she has not been able to break in the mainstream era, and that's what her thing is. She wants to, go out there, do her thing in the mainstream. She calls her kids to check on them, and her and her fiance talk about having more kids. Sukihana got 3 kids. I think her fiance already got kids already. I don't know how many kids he got, but he wants to have a kid by her. I don't think that that's a good idea at this moment. Sukihana already got 3 damn kids. You got kids, because you said kids. You didn't say kid, you said kids. So he got kids, you got kids. Your career is trying to blossom. It's not a good time for you to be having no kids. And I feel like your fiance is going to be the reason for your issues. That's what I believe. Now we're introduced to my husband, which is Ace Hood. Oh my God, I love Ace Hood, okay? Like, I used to listen to his music all the time. Like, in between like 2011 and 2013, I used to listen to him all the time, okay? Like, Hustle Hard was my shit. Bugatti was my shit. He had a song with Jasmine Sullivan a couple of years prior to 2011 called Champion. I think that came out like 2008, 2009, somewhere in between there. But that was my song too. But I listened to him a whole lot in 2011 when he came out with Hustle Hard, because that was my song. Okay, that was my song. And he just this chocolate king, and I just love me some chocolate men. I really, really do. But he's out here working on some new music. He's now an independent artist. He's no longer with the majors, and as you guys already know, he used to be with DJ Khaled. And I almost forgot, he had a song with Chris Brown called Body to Body, which was my shit, because we could have been body bitch. Okay, but yeah, so he used to be with DJ Khaled, and now he's on this independent journey, and he's putting out music independently, and he's just trying to do his thing as a, strong, black, handsome black king, as he's supposed to, child. So Trick Daddy, we get back into him. The pandemic caused him a lot of strife because he was getting ready to open up his new restaurant. And when he was getting ready to open it up, we got into the pandemic. And now him and Trina got their own radio show on 99 Jam, so that's a good feat for him. So Trina lands in Atlanta, and now she's already being plagued with bad news. She's in Atlanta for her 21st anniversary for The Baddest Bitch, and she doesn't know if she's performing or not. Now, one of those people that was on her management team, the dude CO, looks pretty familiar, because if I'm not mistaken, CO used to be a rapper for Slip and Slide. Go back and listen to Take It to the House, or go back and watch the video to Take It to the House. He was a rapper. I know he was. And y'all know I'm a music fanatic. I know he was a rapper. He never put out no solo album of his own, but I know he was a rapper. I know he was, because he was on Take It to the House. He was like, what he said, run around town with your boy CEO, no. He was on that song. Go back and look at it. She learns that she's not performing because the performance was over the budget, so they can't perform. And next thing you know, she don't know where Trick Daddy at. She felt like he's supposed to be there. She called Trick Daddy and she asked where he was at. He's still in Miami. She wants to know why. She said because he wasn't invited. He said, why? She said, why would you say that? He didn't get no invite. So her management team did not give him no invite. So that was fucked up. They feel like because Trick Daddy is with Trina, he's supposed to know that he's supposed to be there. And that's just not the way it goes. Give the person the correct flight, the correct information so they can be there. Y'all fucking up. You need you a new management team. With all of that, Trina and Joy have a conversation, and Joy was gushing over Trina's relationship with Raymond. She really likes Raymond for Trina. And she thinks that it's a great relationship. He's been there for her, and she wants to know if they're going to get married and have kids. Trina said, listen, if we're going to have kids, it cannot be past this year, next year. That like next year would be the last year that I go without having kids. After that, it's over with for kids. And we already know that it's over with for kids. I mean, because Trina in her mid-40s at this point, and if she wants to have a baby, she need to have a baby now, because now is the time to have it, because she's at that age where it's hard for her to have kids. She may have to do the IVF thing. Like, it's hard for her to have a baby now at her age. So at this point, if she want to have a baby, she need to have it this year, next year. After next year, that's it. No more kids, no more talking about having kids, period. So we meet Ace Hood's wife. Don't like her, because that's supposed to be my man, but whatever. We meet Ace Hood's wife, Sheila, and she's a content creator, obviously, and they start talking about their own individual journeys, with her as a content creator, him as an independent artist, and they look like they are really in love. They are really a cute couple. I really like them together. They start talking about Ace going to Deerfield to go see his mama, you know what I mean? And they had issues in the past, and there's a lot of things that happened with Ace when he was growing up, and it's a lot that he wants to address with his mom. So Sheila was like, you love to go back to your old hood or whatever. And I feel like if I ever make it big, you know what I mean, I would always come back here to Kent, because that's where I'm from. That's who raised me. That's who groomed me. The streets of Canton is where I'm from. It is what it is. So, it is, Canton, Mississippi. Don't nobody even know what the fuck that is. But Canton, Mississippi is like a small town, predominantly black. Very small, one high school, right outside of Jackson, like 30 minutes outside of Jackson. So, when people go, like people like me, well, I don't say it, but I know when people from where I'm from, when they go to out of town, and somebody asks where they from, they say they from Jackson. We ain't from Jackson. We just from the Jackson area. That's where we from. But it don't matter. However, let's just deal on that. So, Nori talks to his friends about his wife and how she wants to go out and do her own thing, and a lot of them are in support of that. They feel like she's been taking care of you. She always makes sure you good. So why not, let her have that moment to have her own life and have her own ways and let her do her own thing. You know what I mean? And I definitely agree with that. I feel like she should be able to do her own thing. She should be able to, get her own business. Nori been doing his thing. They've been married for 15 years. She's been taking care of him. Let her do her thing. And he feels the same way. I mean, she's she's been taking care of me. She's been, riding for me, doing things for me. So why not let her do the same thing? So Ace Hood and his friend Slim, they both go to Deerfield or whatever. They see all the people that they knew from the past. And then they go see Ace mom, Blondie. So Slim walks away and Ace and Blondie have a conversation. Now, they start talking about how when Ace went independent, he kind of stopped taking care of his mom the way that he was at first. And she was still mad about it. I feel like that is very fucked up that she's putting that guilt on him. You know what I mean? Like, you mad because your money grab was over. You know what I mean? Like, you mad because your money grab was over. You mad because he stopped doing for you the way that he used to and all of this other stuff. So I just feel like it's messed up that you would do something like that. Like, it sounded like you mad, and then you brought up his wife and you felt as though his wife was the reason why he wasn't doing for you. But at the end of the day, it ain't got nothing to do with his wife. I do think that his wife may have had some opinion about it, but at the same time, he's not on a major label no more. So the money ain't gonna be the same. When you independent, you do make more money, but you gotta put in more money into yourself. It's not the same as a label putting their money into you. You have to put the money, when you're independent, you gotta put the money into yourself. So he had to be on a strict budget. He couldn't do the things that he wanted to do. He already bought you a house. He bought you the cars. What else does he need to do for you at this point? Like, he got a wife to take care of. He got a family to take care of. He can't always take care of you. And I feel like that's why you mad, because he stopped taking care of you like he did before. But at some point, when you know that you got to cut back on some things, you got to cut back. And you had to take a back seat. Yeah, you mama, you're going to always be mama. But he got a wife and he got kids that he got to take care of. So you had to take that back seat. He got his own family to take care of at this point. So you just got to get over that. And, they talked about the miscarriage that him and his wife suffered. And they talked about the daughter that he lost. So it was a pretty intense conversation. Trick Daddy finally arrives. And it's time for Trina's party. The whole Atlanta there with no mask. But they having a good time. Sukihana meets up with her momager. And I did not know that was her mama. Her mama is a bad bitch. Okay? Her mama is bad. They pretty much was saying that Sukihana wants to go into the mainstream area. She wants to do mainstream. But Sukihana saying, all they see is OnlyFans. All they see is the stuff that you do. So if you want to go into the mainstream, you got to move differently. You and your fiance got to move differently. And she was talking about having a kid, and her mama said that's not the right move. And it's not the right move, especially right now. You want a record label to sign you. You want to go mainstream, but the things that you want isn't conducive to you going to a label and getting mainstream. You do got to switch it up a little bit if you want this shit to work out the way you want it to. Look at Cardi B. Cardi B had to switch some shit up, and look at her. If you want to get to where you need to be, then you do got to move differently. It's the same way with me. If I want to get to where I want to be, I got to move just a little bit differently. Not to take away from my authenticity. No one can take that away from me. But if I want to go farther, there are some things that I may have to do, may have to alter just a tiny little bit just so I can make it. You know what I mean? Because it's some things that's not going to be acceptable, and the things that Sukihana does is unacceptable, and she just got to understand that. And she just looked like a fool, and she played herself in that conversation because she didn't even want to film the show anymore when her mama told her that it's not good to have a kid right now. It's not good, and that's just what it is. So that was the end of the episode. But what I will say is that I'm mad. Why is Hood Brat not back? She was good for the show. Why isn't Briscoe back? Why isn't Chameleon back? They had a pretty good cast last season. So why did they get rid of half of the people that was on the cast? That's all I want to know. Like, Hood Brat was like a fan favorite, I think. And people like Chameleon too. They liked their threesome that was Hood Brat, Suki, and Chameleon. They liked that. And I liked Briscoe. I thought Briscoe was fine. I liked his storyline. Like, I want to see what's gonna happen with them. But I do enjoy Ace Hood though. Of course I always gonna enjoy Ace Hood, child. I enjoy Ace Hood before he got on the show. But you know, Ace Hood is the thing. He's that meat, okay, for me. That's how I feel. But this was a good episode. I will say it was a good episode. Better than Atlanta. It was a good episode. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video. Do whatever you see fit. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, be sure to follow my Twitter and my IG, okay? Now, I got to get up, take a shower, and get ready for work. Because, yeah, this video was late. But like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Regardless of my energy being low, I still hope y'all enjoyed the video. I gave it the best that I got. So, I'm out of here, y'all. See y'all later. Peace out.